Hi everyone. Welcome to HMS. Are you ready to learn in this training? If yes, let's get started. What are the roles and benefits of IT in healthcare? The primary purpose of IT in healthcare is to maintain privacy while improving the patient care. The patient's privacy is always our top priority. We give importance to patient confidentiality. One of the benefits of IT in healthcare is that it enhances the communication of patient information. How patient make an appointment, view lab results, and how they can communicate with the doctor. With the help of IT, it reduces the chance of medication errors. Plus, it makes easier to retrieve patient information. IT provides desktop support and running the help desk, which means that they are able to access your system remotely to assist you. Now let us proceed with IT common terminologies. What is a computer hardware and software? Computer hardware includes the physical parts of the computer such as monitor, mouse, keyboard, speaker, and the list goes on. While software is the programs or instructions that tell the hardware what to do. Hardware components work together to run software programs. Now, what do you mean by networking? Computer networking refers to how devices communicate and exchange resources with each other. Currently, we have 2 hospitals and 2 clinics. We are keeping the same medical record for each patient. So if a patient visited Mirdif Hospital and had already a record with Garhood Hospital, or the other 2 clinics, the patient's record can still be accessed by the doctors and nurses. How we store, organize, and retrieve data using databases or data storage systems is called data management. We keep our main server in Garhood building and a backup server in a different location. If any kind of disaster happens, especially a fire, we can still access the patient's record. Data is secured by an encrypted username and password. Let's move on to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. So, if you get any emails from an unknown source, please be mindful of the following. Do not click or open any link attached in the content of the mail. It may require you to enter your password or any personal information. Never enter anything, instead, report to IT department. Take a screenshot and send immediately to IT department at itd@hmsco.ae for blocking. Then, delete the email from inbox and sent items. Now, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is how websites in the greater internet work behind the scenes. Everything online you use on a daily basis originates from another computer hundreds or even thousands of miles away from you. Before, in the old days, we keep the data only in one computer where we store and retrieve the data. Now, technologies have evolved. You can definitely access the data and information anywhere you are as long as you have internet. Moving on, what is programming and software development? Software development is the process of designing, creating, testing, and maintaining different software applications. While programming is the process of creating a set of instructions that tell a computer how to perform a task. In a simple way, programmers create different kinds of software applications. Currently in the hospital, we have in-house and purchased software. In-house means that we have developed the software internally. One example is our help desk where you can raise tickets. While purchased software is our HIS and Adrenaline from our third-party vendor. Next is IT service management. How do we keep our IT systems up to date? We check solutions available in the market to make sure we comply with the latest regulations. We hope you are learning as we go along to few more terminologies. Electronic health records. It is where we store and access patient information, including medical history, medications, and test results. How we securely share patient information between healthcare providers is called health information exchange. We are sharing the patient information with government entities such as DHA and MOH. So, if any patient comes to our hospital for the first time, we will be able to check the medical history of the patient in NABID. It is a new integration developed by DHA for sharing information of patients between hospitals, clinics, and laboratories. Medical billing and coding. It is how coding systems are used to bill for medical procedures and services, and the use of electronic billing systems. Medical Records Department ensure correct ICD and CPT codes are billed for patients according to the medical condition or diagnosis. Now, let's proceed with health information privacy and security. It is how regulations and best practices for patient privacy and sensitive health information works. All patient records are kept in an encrypted file for security. Medical imaging. Machines like X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound are connected in our system. Doctors and nurses are able to view the results of the patients in real time. Medical device integration is how to connect and integrate medical devices with EHR systems and other healthcare technology. Let us learn more about the software applications used in the hospital. Let's start with email. Email is an important channel of communication for all staff. You will receive updates or important memos in this channel. Next is Adrenaline. Adrenaline is where your HR-related concerns can be accessed. You can request your salary certificate, check your daily attendance, apply for sick leave, and all other concerns. You will have a separate training of this application from HR team. Let's proceed with Help Desk. Help Desk is where you raise tickets for support. You can raise requests to departments like Support Service, IT, Maintenance, Housekeeping, Fire Safety Department, Biomedical and Medical Records Department. An example, the printer is not working or there is issue with the TV remote or the phone cannot call to a mobile number. You can address this concern to IT department. Just make sure to fill in the details needed and a brief description of the issue. You will be receiving a ticket copy on your email after successfully submitting the request. Please be informed that for printer cartridges, you can directly request it from Stores Department. All tickets are handled as per request to make sure every issue is accommodated. Next is the AnyDesk. This software allows IT department to access your desktop or laptop remotely, especially when you need assistance with using the applications. Just give your address ID as shown when you open AnyDesk HMS. Next is Mediware. Mediware is where you access patient records. User rights are set according to your department and responsibility. You will have a separate training on how to use this application. Let's now move on to PACS. It enables you to access radiology reports of patients. It is also linked to our Mediware application. The last application is the OpenJet. This is used by the doctors when prescribing controlled medicine to the patient. Now, as an employee, there are things you should do and should not do. Let's discuss first the things you should do. For all your accounts or logins, you should keep a complex password. Keep a capital letter, a number, and a special character. This makes your accounts secured. Next is to always keep patient information confidential. Do not discuss or pass information of patient, especially when the other person is not involved with the patient care. Be sure to get updated with IT policies and trainings. You should always be up to date, especially when there are changes on how to use the system or the software. Also, always raise requests to Help Desk. This is to handle properly all requests from the staff or the department. Now, let us proceed to what you should not do. You should not connect any flash drive or hard disk on computers as it may contain viruses. It may cause to corrupt our files, so please avoid doing so. Next, do not write down your password anywhere and always log out from your system to avoid other people using your logins, especially when doing notes for patient records. And as mentioned earlier, never open suspicious emails. Report immediately to IT department. That ends our training. Thank you for listening, and we hope you have learned something.